Hafide, good morning. Welcome to each and every one of you, those who are attending live virtually. Really appreciate your time and presence this morning. Okay, stand by. Hafide, good morning. Can you hear me better? Okay. Thank you so much to each and every one of you who are attending, being present here with us today. Also, those who are attending with us virtually, really appreciate you taking out some time to join us for this resolution presentation. I have with me, joining me, Senator Amanda Shelton, Senator Dwayne St. Nicholas, Senator Jesse Anderson Lujan, Senator Sabina Perez, and we also have some of the members of the Guam Developmental Disabilities Council. So without further ado, if I could call my good friend Jermaine Alerta up here real quick. And if we can also have the council members join us up here. And CEDDERS, if you can join us, Ms. Aggie up here. And Attorney Summerfleck, if you can join us, Guam Legal. Okay. Sure. Okay. So, relative to recognizing Guam Developmental Disabilities Council, GDDC, the University of Guam Center of Excellence in Developmental Disabilities Education and Research and Services, UOG's groups and individuals during Developmental Disabilities Awareness for their support and dedication to the advocacy of the individuals with developmental disabilities. Be it resolved that the Committee on Rules and Management recognizes you guys' hard work and through the years and all the, from the big things to the small things, it all matters. So I know each and every one of you play a very pivotal role. I'm so sorry. Can I also have Mr. Terry join us up here? He represents the Department of Public Health. This is a very important person to join us and partner to be up here with us. So without further ado, if I can go ahead and give some time to my good friend, Mr. Alerta.
Thank you so much. I do just want to thank you so much for recognizing March as Developmental Disabilities Awareness Month. I've been in this position for about 5 years, and you really opened your eyes to some of the issues and some of the challenges facing individuals with developmental disabilities, individuals with disabilities, and their families. And there's so much hard work that goes into representing their needs and assisting them with what they need to go on with their lives. And I really do want to shout out our developmental disability program partners, Guam Legal Services Corporation, represented here by Attorney Daniel Summerfleck, and UOG CEDDERS, Guam CEDDERS, represented by Ms. Michelle Aggie, the Associate Director. And then I know I see some staff members. We have a great community partner here, represented Gumamami Incorporated, represented by their Executive Director, Sam Lessigum. And we have some members of our council here. But it just, Developmental Disabilities Awareness Month really is just a time to just focus on sharing the abilities of individuals with developmental disabilities, their families, but also highlighting and putting light on some of the challenges that are being faced every day by individuals with developmental disabilities and their families, and also just finding new innovative ways and encouraging ways to have our community become more inclusive, become more accepting, become more understanding, open, and just making things, giving people a fairer chance to succeed in life. That's all everyone ever wants, is really an opportunity, a fair opportunity. And it's just fitting that the theme for this year's DD Awareness Month is a world of opportunities. And we really just want to take the time to acknowledge the work done by everyone in the community that works towards full inclusion, full acceptance, and from the workplace to the schools to any community organizations to your homes. It's always good to have an open or have open arms and just bring in everyone and try to include everyone in everything that you do. And that's really what a lot of the work we do is to have people feel comfortable with who they are and do the best of what they have, but also strive to be better. That's what we can all do, strive to be better. And again, I want to thank each and every one of you for joining us, and I want to thank the legislature for this recognition, and I want to thank our partners for their continued hard work in representing the people in our community. It's not glamorous, but it's fulfilling to the heart. It really is, and the dedication that I've felt, at least the time I've been there, has been nothing short of amazing. So I do want to just, from the bottom of my heart personally, thank each and every one of you for everything you do. Thank you so much.
Well, I didn't plan on saying anything, so if I sound like I didn't plan on saying anything, it's accurate. The community of individuals with developmental disabilities is a changing community, and Guam needs to work towards some of those changes. In the last 30 years, we have seen a substantial increase of autism on Guam. We are having issues on a daily basis on how can we best service individuals with autism. I think one of the more difficult aspects that comes with autism is there's no cookie cutter. There's no one fits all. Each individual is exactly that, an individual, and their needs are going to be different from perhaps every other autistic individual. So, like we've seen with the other developmental disabilities, we need to develop services and programs that are more universally applicable. Gumamami is a great example of a program that has serviced our community, and don't get mad at me, I don't know how many years, but at least for 40 years now. And if I'm short a few years, please correct me, guys. And that is a program that initially started from parents. And it has serviced our community very well over the last 40-some years. We have groups that are starting to develop with autism. There's the ACT Autism Community Together, but we need to recognize that the development and the skills needed to work with children with autism need to be developed here or brought here. And it's my hope that we can develop here. We can offer scholarships, the Doc Sanchez program for individuals to receive advanced degrees in education, in psychology, in community services. That's mostly what we need now. We have numerous individuals that are, for lack of a better way of saying it, falling through the cracks that we know exist. So it's not we don't know there's a crack there. We know it. We just have people falling into them and not getting out. So as we look at Developmental Disability Month, I think a large focus needs to be placed on how can we do better. And I don't just say that about the government. I say that about my office, I say that about CEDDERS, and I say that about the DD Council. We all need to work together. There's no finger pointing that's going to accomplish anything. We can blame anyone who's not here today. That is their fault. But it's not. It's everyone's fault. Thank you very much. And I do very much appreciate the legislature's recognition as this is Developmental Disabilities Month.
I think my partners have said most of what we wanted to impart today, but BIBA to GDDC and all the other partners that are here today, as Dan said, I think by being here today. All of us here today can make a huge impact in opening up a world of opportunities for all of our individuals with disabilities and their families. Any little thing that we do is certainly monumental, especially when it means opening up opportunities in employment, opportunities to access different services within our government agencies, right? So I think when we walk into a certain office, we want to be able to recognize accessibility. Is it accessible for services, right? Because that's the main thing. Not everybody may need employment, but everybody will need services, whether it be nursing home services, whether it be Division of Senior Citizen Services, whether it be the Gumamami homes. All of those are services. So I think as we keep in mind having opportunities to allow for equal and equitable, because they mean two different things, then I think for everyone, then we will definitely ensure that all individuals with and without disabilities will have a great opportunity to do anything they would like in the island as long as we provide access. So today, I'd like to thank all of you, our senators here today, and our service providers and our partners for, making sure that we recognize GDDC, maybe not just for today or this month, but every single day. Because if we do that, then of course we'll have a better community. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
So hafa day and good afternoon, everyone. I will say this, there's a lot of thank yous that are out there, and truly, we do want many of our folks with developmental disabilities to be able to age in place and to have a quality life throughout the years. But so much of this is from the very beginning, and I think of the beginning, I think of family. And although we've identified quite a number of service providers, and kudos to the many people that come together, it's our families that really need to be recognized. It's our families that have not given up on our loved ones. It's our families that are fighting for better access to services. And so for that, I want to make sure that we recognize the wonderful families that provide loving homes, ones that provide guidance, those that are there to help with medical care, those that are there to be able to provide supervision, just genuinely offering a loving, caring environment. And so kudos to the families and extended relatives as well that have come together and are working with the community of Guam and making sure that they access the services they need for their loved one. So thank you.
Okay. I think all our partners covered everything in the resolution. And I did that on purpose. So without any further ado, resolved that the Committee on Rules of Imena Trentashetina Leicester Guam does hereby, on behalf of Leicester Guam and the people of Guam, recognize the Guam Developmental Disabilities Council, GDDC, and the University of Guam Center of Excellence in Developmental Disabilities Education, Research and Services, UOG CEDDERS, support the dedication to advocacy of individuals with disabilities. And be it further resolved that the Speaker, the Chairperson of Committee Rules certify that and the Legislative Secretary attest to the adoption and hereof that copies of the same be transmitted to the Governor and UOG CEDDERS, GDCC, and GLSC-DLC, and the Governor of Guam. So, Mr. Alerta, this is presented to you and the entire community. Okay. If I can have some of our community members, if they could please join us for a group photo. And this concludes the presentation of the resolution.